scenario. This is the thing. The best case scenario is that he was there and complicit with this happening. And he even saw it, and he didn't fix it. So no, nah, bro. Like, get the fuck out of here. There's no way. And yeah, of course not. And drunk testing, it's common, isn't it? I don't know, but like that's all I'm really trying to get at, right? And he could have cleaned it up. Yeah, he could have done that, and anything else, right? And you never drunk text an ex though when you're sober. You aren't interested at all. But I mean, like, that's not what it was. I mean, like. That's not what it was. I get why you would say that, but that's not what it was. And anyway, the raw video, yeah, and like, yeah, he never even never uploaded the video, right? And anything else. And so, nah, I wouldn't even look at that. But I would say with the rabbit thing, I would ask somebody that's owned rabbits before and actually ask them what they think, right? Because I've never had rabbits before. And I think, honestly, I think if he really thought it was that bad and he really had that opinion, he wouldn't have been texting her 40 times to try to get her back. Right? And like talking about them getting married after he said that was the reason why they weren't going to get married. He's lying. Like, I mean, really, I don't know what else you can say besides that. So yeah, and this is the one that you guys wanted me to watch. I guess we will watch it again.
Dude, you know one of my favorite collabs was Emeru, bro.
Oh my god, Emeru was so cool.
I'm gonna keep it a buck.
Dude, Emeru was like so cool.
Emeru, bro, I didn't think Emeru was gonna tap in with us. That's the thing. Because we were with Cinna and Bonnie, but it's just the thing that Emeru, when she popped
so
up, I was
cool.
like, dude, Emeru was like,
I'm not gonna lie, everyone's been so cool so far, except for like,
I feel like there has to be like a,
except for like,
like there has to be like a reason people like, you know what I'm saying? It's always got to be that one part. But definitely like Emeru was definitely probably one of the best.
You think that phases me at all?
What do you mean?
What do you mean? That, like,
so he just automatically took it personally.
Like, I don't think you understand. Bro, you can't hurt me. There's nothing you can do.
What are you talking about?
No, I'm not talking about anything.
We collabed with Cinna, Bonnie, and Emeru the other day.
That's great. That's fine. Enjoy yourselves, brothers.
Whoa, bro, are you okay? Are you good?
Are you good? Yeah, I'm good. I just gotta go to the bathroom. Like, give me a minute.
Dude, it's okay.
I know it's okay.
Dude, wait, what's wrong?
Are you in therapy or something, bro?
What did I say?
You said nothing. You said you did a collab. That's cool. It's fine. I have no problem with that. I told you there's no issue.
You used to live with Emeru, and then all of a sudden you wanted to use Emeru to become bigger, and you.
Oh man. Man.
You couldn't, so then she broke up with you.
And everyone's been like having way more fun and doing way more cooler things.
What even are you spinning?
Dude, everyone used to always be in a room. Now she's like going IRL and having fun and doing a lot of cooler stuff now.
It's a good thing she disconnected from me because
Thank the Lord. Thank the Lord.
You would have brought down the vibe for Emeru, dude.
Yeah.
Facts.
Wait, Emeru's actually having so much more fun. Like she's IRL, she was grilling, doing all type of stuff.
She was grilling me right now.
Bro, dude, that's where I'm chopped.
We weren't even dating, dumbass.
Well, of course, bro. Queen Emeru was not dating someone like you.
By the fucking God. Hell no. Fuck no. God no. Jesus no. Hell no, bro.
Man.
Don't even say that word.
Man. So, yeah. There it is, right? He thought they were gonna straight up say it. Well, I mean, I don't know. I don't think Arky and Yugi knew anything about this shit, honestly. Like, they were probably just fucking around. The same as people fuck around. But, yeah, no. I mean, seeing this stuff a lot. I mean, there's definitely a lot more to it, right? And this is some other shit. Like, let me go back. I talk about some of that. And yeah, it really is just a whole lot, man. Watch it again. No, bro, I'm not about to watch that again. And don't they remind you of the twin gods from Dragon Ball? I said that Arky and Yugi had the same energy as the hyenas from The Lion King, right? Just like fucking yapping at him and just like fucking biting at him, bro. Like just getting at him like in every way that he doesn't want them to, right? Just trying to fucking get in there And I remember watching this shit myself, and like, cause I knew, right? And I was like, oh my God.
You have one task, my fist.
Yes, bro,
Locate
this
the
shit was
Queen
so
of the
funny.
Dead and end her.
Bro, train note,
the
yeah,
path
exactly,
will be
right?
fraught
And
with
anyway, they're rage baiting. Yeah, well, you know, apparently they didn't know how deep the line was. And do you think he's done? I honestly, I think that, you know, really, honestly, I think that he should just take a break, and he should just try to, you know, like legitimately, like just stop. Like, I think that I think he will continue spiraling, and I think that it might have already reached this point, but based off of like stories that are coming out right now, it might have already reached this point, but I think it will reach the point where he ends up doing something that ends him up in jail, straight up. Like, cause I mean, it's already gone past the getting mad level. It's already gone past the getting physical level. Like it's now like you're talking about like sexual assault, like alleged sexual assault, right? For legal reasons, but like, in general, right? And yeah, broken off the deep end. Yeah, exactly, right? And so I really do think that he should just take a break. I really think he should just take a break and calm down. And so, like, really, that's my that's my honest advice. So there has been a lot of drama. There has been, I saw this, Ludwig actually came out and started talking, because I feel bad for him in a way, right? He says he will not talk to 95% of the streamers that he collabs with after retiring. Have I ever heard anything so unfathomably based?
Now, coming clean politically, I don't know if you guys know much about me. I share probably a decent amount of politics with them.
Yeah.
Not everything.
Yeah.
I'm not a socialist.
Oh.
Making money.
Oh.
But, you know, some other maybe more social issues, sure.
Yeah.
I'm also not even
Champions has fallen.
legitimate.
I'm cutting in. The lightning of
I'm not. He's not someone that I invite to
Normalize this. Normalize this. Not with Hassan, but with streamers. Most streamers aren't friends, they're co-workers. They're colleagues. Now, maybe some of them become friends. Like, I've become friends with people like S4.5 or Nick, for example. I don't want to give a long list because then people will get offended that they're not on it, but I just came up with the first two people I could think of. But they're colleagues first. Usually that's how things start. Just like reality TV, yes. And so, why can't we be friends? You've typed that 3 times. You do it again, you're banned. I read. You think I don't read and memorize every message that happens in chat over the last month? Type it again. You're gonna find out if I do. Go ahead. Go ahead. See what happens. You're gonna have a bad day. Anyway, let me go back. I'll see if the rest of it.
The God of Thunder!
So this is normal. This is fine. I think that a lot of parasocial viewers think that streamers are like best friends or something because you know, they're social retards and they don't have any friends themselves, so they think that anybody who interacts with is talking to them all the time, right? That's what happens.
do like my birthday or things like that. He's not someone that I invite to like my birthday or things like that. He's someone I've done streams with, and I think they're fun. He's a streamer friend. Yeah, the group I call. But we're not boys. My boys are fucking exactly.
Yeah.
Even Nick, the people that I hang out with, actually.
Yes. This is normal. This is normal. Anybody, and there are, by the way, multiple instances on Twitter of Hoes Mad regarding this situation. There are multiple instances. We will review them later on. But it's normal.
I retire. I will never speak to 95% of the streamers I club with again. That's a fact. This is just the reality of life. Okay? Connor, I'm an actual friend. Connor, I would.
Come on! Are you kidding me? I guess Connor's not so bad. He's a little bit of a rat though, but you know, all right.
Speak with that. But most
Well, wait a minute. Are we talking about Connor Eats Pants or Sea Dog? Because I like they're both of them are okay, but I was really complaining about Connor Eats Pants. Is he talking about Sea Dog? Oh.
Champion has fallen.
So I'm just talking shit about somebody for no reason. Sorry, Connor. Sorry, man. That's my bad. I didn't mean to do that. Oops, I didn't mean to do that. I thought we were just having fun, man. That's all. And so anyway, yes, my bad. Okay, it's another Connor. Many such cases. Yeah. So okay. Let me keep going. I wouldn't. Poor Connor. When I said poor Connor with 3 Ks. Those were some good days, right? I remember that.
Impressive.
I remember Fort
But
Connor.
can you repeat your success?
It's just true. They wouldn't go to my funeral.
No.
I wouldn't go to their funeral.
I think they would. They'd farm it for content. What do you mean? They'd have like, you know, like, there'd be like 5 videos like Ludwig is dead. He's gone, triple dot. We lost another one. Like, yeah, of course they go to it. It's streamer. What do you mean?
Never speak again. The same thing that you would experience if you ever went. Like
Exactly.
a job.
Yes.
And retire.
Yeah.
Or move on to
100%. Exactly, and this is so normal. This is so normal. This is so reasonable, and as no surprise, everybody is mad. Now, everybody's mad about this, and I'll see if I can find any more of these. And he hates Lily Pete. Wait, what do you? I don't even know what that is. But anyway, so why he re-uploaded a video, and so there's oh god, there's even more of these. Oh jeez. I thought there was only 2, but there's like 4. Okay. So, this is a guy states why he edited and re-uploaded a video. Oh, here we go. Let's hear another one, right?
The God of Thunder!
And then you can talk about something else that happened. Now, I wanted to talk about that because this comes from a video that I uploaded almost 2 years ago.
Let me guess. This is a video. Like, I mean, it's definitely going to be a video, right? It's
I think it was the end of February 2024. This is the reason why.
huge streaming drama. That's what it's called. It's called huge streaming drama.
Behold the God of Thunder!
I uploaded this video called Huge Streaming Drama.
Massive.
I uploaded this video
I reacted.
because it was February 27th. I had a sponsor and I wanted to make a lot of money. So I uploaded it.
God of people in this group and trust me for it. Do it every day. It's fucking great, doesn't it?
Yo, I talked about really not much. It was a filler video, but Hassan saying that streaming is harder than a 9 to 5.
Oh god.
I poked fun at Hassan.
Oh boy. Here we go. Remember this one? I forgot all about this one.
And I went on to do a sponsored ad read every week. And then killed it bullshit, called it a day, made some money. Easy cake.
Behold the God of Thunder!
And then
And keep in mind, Ludwig's not complaining about any of my reacts. Well, he probably is, but he just isn't in this clip.
and the video got a bit gated by Hassan fans are upset.
Yeah.
And the sponsors not so happy these days. I don't know if you know this. When Hassan,
Well, the reason why they're not happy is because they don't want to be associated with extremist politics. This is true with me. It's true with Hassan. It's true with Rogan. It's true with any of this. They just don't want to be associated with it because they're like, sir, this is a Wendy's. Like, that's the reason why. I mean, it's not anything. It's not even that they have an opinion. Like, you got to keep in mind with the AT&T events, I'm banned and Hassan is banned. We're both banned. They're not picking sides. Well, they are. It's people that aren't terminally online. So we're not allowed in. That's how it is. Yeah, we're assholes. Like, that's the... That's the reason. I know. And I know this. I know this. Like, this is not, yeah, the problem, boys, exactly. Like, there are the kids that yell during the teacher, and there's other kids that get in fights. There's some kids that don't know how to do their work. There's other kids that try to steal things out of the class. And at the end of the day, they're all, do they all do the same thing? No, but they all get sent to the office, right? And so that's what happens.
Time to rest. More
That's
undead
life.
warriors will
And it's
soon
like, really?
arrive.
I mean, I don't think that's a big deal. I think these brands are pussies. I think they're massive pussies. But that's it's their brand to burn, right? And I think AT&T's doing pretty well, by the way. So I think it's not like I know what to do. You those kids, yes. Well, I was one of them. I was the one that would cause trouble. I was a problem for them. I don't know. But anyway, so. My point is that they just don't want to be involved with any sort of extremism, period. It doesn't matter. And Ludwig, I think, is the same way. He wants to just simply make content as a job, and he doesn't want to involve himself in a lot of close personal social issues. I care about these things a lot. This is what you would call a mental disorder. So for me, in 2008, actually this was 2009, I had just graduated high school. I signed up immediately, not for a normal job, but to work for climate change and Greenpeace to advocate for that and Planned Parenthood. I have Ron Paul posters from 2008. This has been a lifelong mental disorder for me, that I just can't stop having opinions about every single thing that other people do. Okay? And my life is, I would say, in general, worse because of what you were worried. No, I still hold those same viewpoints. I still believe in climate change. I still believe in abortion. Sorry, guys. I think they're real. Sorry. And, well, you know abortions are real. I mean, if you've been to the store, you've got plenty of coat hangers everywhere. But anyway, my point is that, I didn't move past that. So, my point is that a lot of other people, what I've learned over the years, is that a lot of other people are not like me.
Behold the god
They
of
do not want and need to have an opinion and get mad about everything. I do. I have to do this. I have to do, like, if there's something stupid, I have to say something. Even if I know it will make everybody mad, I have to say something. Because if I don't say something, nobody else will. And so it's bad for you, yes. It's a calling, yes, it's a calling. This is it. I've been chosen by Jesus to be an anointing on the internet. This is my purpose in life. And so most other people, I think this is true, most other people don't want to deal with this. And so because of that, you don't want to have, and then this is another thing, is that when you have one person like me on an event, you also might alienate people that just don't like me because of what I'm saying either, right? So it's like, you're kind of picking a side, even if you have somebody like that on there. And this is one of the reasons why you guys might notice this. Like, I never try to, insert myself into, streamer events. I never try to, be like, oh, I don't get invited to stuff, because I understand. Because I, like Ludwig, I know this is a job. I know this is the way it works. And I know that, very simply, it's people's career, and I wouldn't want people to put their career on the line for a, really circumstantial friendship, right? And I understand that. It's normal, because you don't go out there. There's that, too. But, there's more. Yeah, what about inserting yourself into streamers? I mean, generally, I've done that before, but it's been consensual, which is, that's the difference, right? And again, you've had a lot of issues of that, too, right? You've got fucking weirdos everywhere. The entire fucking thing has been a bunch of weirdos. The entire community has been. It is. What the fuck is this? Why is it turning off? Is it going to sleep too fast? Oh, yeah. I need to fix that. Anyway, there's weirdos everywhere. Yes, exactly. And so, I'll go back and just continue this. But anyway, yeah, people don't want to be involved with politics. Like, big surprise. Not everybody has an opinion on it.
the god of
And the sponsors, not so happy these days,
Because they're not making any money. Because a lot of the events and a lot of the things that people do for sponsors don't create a return on investment. That's the problem, because a lot of people's popularity is astroturfed and artificial, and so because of that, they can't really deliver actual audiences and viewers to events. Like, for example, like whenever I do an event, like I know what my back end on, well, that sounds weird. I know how much money I can make for people, and you know, I think I do pretty well. That's why I still get sponsors even though I'm a demon, right? It doesn't matter, because at the end of the day, I can bring home the bacon. But there's a lot of people that can't do that. They don't do that. There's people that, you know, are just really not that popular. And so there are too many of those people. And the problem is that the majority of those people end up causing sponsors to not want to sponsor events. Like, that's why a lot of these esports organizations are shutting down. It's because they can't make money anymore, because nobody wants to waste their money. Like, who here wants to spend $240,000 to make $160,000? Does anybody want to sign up for that? Did that sound good to you guys? Yeah, it sounds really good. Yeah, it's great. Yeah, what is steel? Yeah, well, you're right, actually. That's the problem.
When Hassan comes up for sponsored
It's a
deliverables.
no Baruski.
So I took it down. All right. I uploaded the sponsor at a later date, and then I re-uploaded the video. But because of that, I inserted myself into some shit that has been with me for 18 months. Bitch move? Maybe, but I also...
It's not a bitch move at all. Like, you did this in order to protect the sponsor, to make them happy. This is something I didn't even know. I didn't even know this happened. So if the sponsor didn't want to be involved inside of a political event because they thought it would be an issue, there are all kinds of clauses. Like anybody who's dealt with any media contract knows this. That like a lot of these sponsors explicitly say, they say, I've read over 100 of these contracts, probably closer to 1,000. Okay. Every single one of them says, don't talk about politics, basically. So when you bring up one of the biggest political streamers, and at the same time you talk about what their opinions are in a video, are you really following the rules there? Not really. So, Ludwig took it down. He's like, oh, that's my bad. Oh, I see why you guys wouldn't want to be part of that. Even though it wasn't a direct connection, it was too close for them. It made them uncomfortable. And he did what I think a businessman would do, is he would remove it and then upload it again without the sponsor to avoid creating problems. Because, again, it's an 80-20 rule. You have the Pareto principle that exists inside of basically every industry and everything in life. The 80-20 rule. You are doing 80% of your business with 20% of your people. Why would Ludwig want to create a negative interaction and a negative, a relationship with people giving him money? Why would he want to do that? Like, really? Why would he want to do that? Like, it's stupid. Of course he did this. I'd do this. Like, I've had sponsors ask me to take stuff down and be like, oh, can you re-upload this without this card or whatever? I say, yeah, sure, of course. Yeah, no doubt. There's no problem. Because, like, again, like, I'm trying to, like, I'm trying to help them. They're trying to help me. I'm trying to help them. Like, you know, you enter into, and this is what happens. Like, if you have spent any time at all selling things that you're not supposed to, you know that if the moment that somebody acts below the board, no, you can't deal with that, bro. Like, because why would you not just do what you said you were gonna do? Why is it that you're not immediately doing what you said you're gonna do? Why is it? Oh, it's $120. This is $118. Why is it $118? Why is it $110 and you're giving me like a jailbroken phone? Like, no. This is, again, and so, like, that's the problem, right? And so, again, if you approach business like that, you will have good relationships. You will always have good relationships if you approach business like that. It's always better to take a little bit of an L to make the other person happy. Because sometimes they do that for you and you don't even know it. How do you feel being a German content creator calling you stupid? There's even a German content creator calling you stupid? I can't speak German. How would I even know that? I can't even speak German.
Bitch move? Maybe, But I also don't care to die on that hill.
Why would you die on that hill? Why would you cause a problem for a spawn? Why somebody's giving you tens of thousands of dollars? Why would you cause them a problem?
I think I was like making a poignant statement about how I disagree with Hassan's politics. I think it was the equivalent
He was
of
just goofing. You're just joking around.
haha, Hassan said 9 to 5s aren't using the streaming.
Yeah.
Anyway, check out this one. So it's not like a moral hill that I was here to die on.
Yeah.
It was, hey, I don't want to deal with the brigading from Hassan fans. I'm here to do this for a paycheck. So let me get this. Was it the right move to make? Probably not, but it's the move I made.
This is the right move.
It is what it is. I'm not that hung up on it.
You don't want to entangle sponsors inside of social drama and political drama. It makes them reluctant to invest back into you and invest back into the space. It's detrimental and problematic for the entire industry. It's a W.
Alas, a champion has fallen.
That was 18 months ago.
Yeah.
And so, because of that, again, 18 months ago, I had dealt with people who now thought that, hey, Hassan messaged me, he used the boss call, I could take down the video. That's not what happened.
Now, how many of these Ludwig on a leash
The god
meme?
of thunder! Alas, a champion has fallen.
There it is.
The god of thunder!
There have been so fucking many of these, bro. Like the amount of times I have seen this shit on social media, one way or another, it's been a while. I'll tell you that. The Tombed, yes, too many. The Mango one, I mean, to be fair, if this had been the case, it wouldn't have been a problem. He let him off the leash. That was the problem. But that's something different.
Not yet lost.
The memes are funny though. They are funny, but it's fucking annoying for him, I'm sure.
You can believe me or not believe me, I really don't care, but I swear on my mother's life, who I love more dearly than any human on this earth, that Hassan has never asked me to take down a video, and I did not do that because he asked me to. It just never happened. Right? It didn't happen.
I agree. I will corroborate Ludwig's perspective on this. Hassan also has never even asked me to take down a video. So this is probably true. Like I really don't believe him. I mean, I'm just saying, like, you know, I've made way more videos that are critical of Hassan. He's never even asked me to. Why would he? I don't know. Maybe he thought I misrepresented him, or I'd said something about him that was inaccurate, or something like that, right?
And on everything.
He knows
You don't have to
nothing
believe
more.
me.
Sure.
I don't care. That just is the fact. You know,
We know, but it's not about you. Everything's about me. Everybody's always thinking about me. This is related to me, because I reacted to the video. I mean, there's my community talking about this. It's all about me. Obviously, it's always about me. But you know, that's okay. You only speak truth. Yes, sure. And so anyway,
You have one
someone
task,
associated with
my
something? No,
fist.
nobody ever asked. Nobody ever asked.
Locate the queen of the
And so
dead
anyway,
and
so that's why he
end her.
re-uploaded the video. It was really for a sponsor. And so anyway, I see Hassan didn't call him directly to take down a video. Also explains exactly why Hassan didn't have to. Hassan's
was
cultivated a
made
community
for
that
this
gets their marching
mission.
orders from him, and they carry out the grunt work. I think this is true. I think that Hassan has created a very radicalized, aggressive,
the carnage,
hyper,
none of the
like
guilt.
radical audience, and I think that they go on Twitter and they maliciously attack and then misrepresent. Like, so I saw this, and I'll give you an example, right? And so, this is just one example. I'm not going to go through like 50 of them, right? But like, I saw this tweet just earlier today. So anyway. Hassan making public accusations, mind you, could directly contradict everything that Cutie has said, instead of just asking Hassan if Cutie is so unbelievably gross, right? So you have people, what does Cutie see in Ludwig? So you have like these girls now that are coming at Ludwig's relationship that he's had for, I think, the better part of 5 years, if not more than 5 years, with Cutie Cinderella. And they're calling his relationship with his long-term girlfriend into question, and just totally, they're basically engaging in the most vicious and hostile form of character assassination that's like basically socially acceptable. And I think that's really what the problem is that there's an entire community of people like this that are part of Hassan's community. And again, if somebody wants to say, oh, but it's your community too, maybe you're right. You know, again, like you want to complain about my community, I'll probably agree with you. But the difference is that I know that I have problems in my community.
Check out this
I think
area.
that for them, they act like they're always the good guys. Whenever you are making these like weird assumptions and stuff like this and everything and doing it seriously, like I've joked around about how it's cutie, you know, like with like the silky clip and everything. But like I don't know. I'm just you know, we're having fun. But like this is legitimate, right? This is serious. And so at a certain point, should a streamer be responsible for their community? Well, it's not really about a streamer being responsible for their community as much as this is a reason why people won't want to go against somebody like Hassan. And it's a reason why people will be reluctant to collaborate with him, or why people will resent him, is that they will have opinions about things that he says or does, but they'll be afraid of saying that and expressing themselves because they'll be misrepresented, lied about, defamed, and just totally fucking attacked for these extremely and very personal things that really, I mean, these people have no business making, you know, comments on this in a serious way about, like, his relationship with his girlfriend, right? Especially just over this. There's been a lot of these. Okay, here we go.
Do I think Hassan shot his dog? I have no fucking clue. I think he lied about having a shot caller. I think he 100% had a shot caller face off on my For You page. Maybe I'm getting psyoped. He's adamant that he hasn't shocked her. But that 100% is a shot caller. As a fact. I feel like that shit is 100% a shot caller. But I got no clue. And I think when you come in and you say, oh no, you're gonna get those shot caller now, I think like you are like genuinely protected. Like you're still pretending to live in a universe where it is like ways you gotta get on, as if that is not like the popular truly I think it's
I'm sure, right? Yeah, and so he's only joining the bandwagon to protect his brand. Well, yeah, I mean, why else would he be joining it? It's like that's his job. You're saying that the guy that streams for a job is doing this because of his job? I can't believe this. Are you? Wait a minute. So all right. Wait a minute. Let's try and put all this together. So Ludwig has a job, and he wants to do something that's gonna make his job make him more money. Oh no! Are you sure about this? Oh, this is another one.
not clear. I want no beef with anyone. Hassan's community, Asman's community,
Oh, that means I'm out of content. No! You can't do this to me. No!
The last time I did, I think that's the wish death upon Shine and the rest of the podcast.
Oh!
If what I said offended you, I apologize deeply.
The battle has only just begun.
I am Chinese now. I'm leaving Twitch and YouTube anyway for Billy. Seriously. I'll be out of here very soon. Not that I want.
I feel broke. I actually think that he's had enough. I really do. I think that he's had enough. It's just,
I have no fucking clue. I think he lied about it.
He's had enough of this shit, man. And he's tired. Yeah, he's probably tired of getting entangled in this drama, in this bullshit over and over and over. And he's finally done with it, man. Bro, yeah, there it is, right? That this went on. So it's still very getting worse. Like, it was already tremendously bad, horrible, until this. Meanwhile, his community is still in defense, acting like he did nothing wrong. Everyone else is a problem. Another Twitch stream. I think it's going to be pretty hard to run defense for it at this point. I really think so. It's just like it's so obvious, isn't it? It's so fucking obvious. Also, come out and say for Hassan and Valkyrie, who was just defending him a few days ago, got a bunch of backlash for a terrible play. Well, he went to Asmongold and asked Asmongold for advice. She gave her advice, and what did she do? She turns around and throws the guy under the bus. Now, it's on my video yesterday. Remember if you watched like the whole thing, at the end of it, I specifically showed how like Valkyrie was getting a ton of heat from the chat. Oh yeah, messaging me, never respond. Asmon, never go to that shithole. Why would you message him? Bad idea, bro. They were not happy about Asmon. Oh my god! No, no, not him. No, they were so upset about it. I mean, she should have known. To be honest, she should. I mean, really, she should have known. Like I told you, like there's no way. Like the way that people like that, like, you have to understand, like if you create, because like she's apologized, like I like Ray, I mean that's why I helped her, right? But like the fact is that like she's apologized for cultivating a community of people who are they're extremely controlling, they are hypersensitive, and they constantly want her to be they don't even want her to be a person in a way, they want her to be a character. And I think that's very unhealthy, and if you not necessarily her fault, but I think that like being that type of person is very unhealthy. There's people are not like that. It's like if you're really if you're at the point in your life where you're getting upset at a person for asking another person for advice, you've lost the plot. I mean, you're totally off the rails. And I think that Ray, I mean, I remember she apologized for using like AAVE, and people might not know what this means. It's AAVE is African American Vernacular English, which means like there are like terms like for real, like I'm finna gonna, like shit like that, right? Like just basically, I mean, I hate to say it because it sounds like very crass and like, you know, borderline racist, but like basically, you know, stuff that black people kind of say, right? And for show, yeah, exactly, like basically, and she went and apologized for this, and I think that like really she should have never done that. And in apologizing for that, I think that you enable people that are like this that will become increasingly more controlling over time. And as they become more controlling, the space that you're allowed to exist in becomes smaller and smaller. Because I think that communities like that, and I think this is true with also like different social movements, etc., they are kind of self-radicalizing. And basically there are like purity tests that become, it's like a Russian nesting doll of purity tests, and eventually, you know, something happens where, you know, part of the people are happy, the other part are not happy. And I think that if you constantly apologize for expressing yourself in different ways, you run into two problems. You run into the first problem is that people don't think that you're authentic. And the second problem that you run into is that people think that you are, you know, like basically you're a bad person. So they either hate you for doing it or they hate you for apologizing. The only thing they have in common is that they hate you. And that's basically what happens. And you can see messages like this and like the allowing yourself to be like micromanaged and controlled by your fans is I think a very, very bad idea for being like a long-time content creator, like long-term content creator. Now, obviously, like, you know, it's not like you can't do that at all, but I don't think it's also very fulfilling either, because you can't, I think in some cases probably, you know, these people would never admit to this, right, at least publicly, but you probably can't do things or, you know, express yourself in ways that you might really feel, because it would maybe go against that type of community. And I think that, again, it just makes itself more and more radical over time, because it will alienate people every single one of these issues. And I think that's what happens. I'm not even, I'm talking about this in the rental sense. Like, I don't have anything against her, it's fine with me. But like, I'm just saying, like, whenever you enable this type of behavior, it will always continue, and it will always get worse. Now, I've noticed this myself. That's one of the reasons why I don't have a problem going against my audience, and I think it's also one of the reasons, conversely, that I've continued to become more successful, is that I've never really allowed my audience to dictate what I think or what I say. And because of that, I think that it's allowed me to not become like captured in a way that like I can't, you know, talk about something in a way that's not necessarily, I don't know, accurate in their way. Punching trees is a good way to put it. Yeah, definitely. Flash? Or chat. Oh yeah, Asmon Nazi. Asmon is a Nazi. Oh. So true. Oh yeah, for sure.
And now, just like 24 hours or less later, as mentioned, she's now
I fear this struggle may be as eternal as I. Do not make me regret choosing you for this mission. I am Asgard's might! Alas, a champion has fallen.
capitulates their
A
pathetic
champion
anger
has
and
fallen.
throwing the dude under the bus. The dude who only helped her out. So
Behold
let's start with
the
the Valkyrie
god of
aspect.
thunder!
Beginning with the context of the clip that got her off back to begin with her terrible feelings here. She essentially says that all the anger people have towards the song is for Kaya. Well, that should be going towards House.
Yes, I have seen the Kaya stuff. It's kind of crazy. You would think that this kind of outrage you would feel it for the genocide and stuff, but
Champion has
you know,
fallen.
his
The god of
priorities in this world are not where they should be. But
Yeah, people are very upset about this.
it's herd mentality. I mean, I think from the clip, it's understandable why people were very concerned.
I think the problem also is that whenever you're a person and you're not used to making comments on stuff like this, like for example, like me and Hassan, we've done this for a very long time. And so whenever he says something or I say something, usually, and I don't know, I can't read his mind, but I'm pretty sure that this is probably the case. He probably re-edits responses that people would have and thinks about the optics of the way that something's going to be received, right? And I think that people that are not really as familiar with discussing and comfortable discussing topics like this, I think that sometimes they get thrown in the middle of like a big issue like this, because Ray's close to Hassan, and so, people are going to be asking her about it and like pressing her on it a lot. And because that happens, like she'll say something or somebody will say something, but like this person's really not comfortable saying something, and they're also not really familiar with or aware of how to talk about an issue like this and the optics that would go along with it, right? So self-censor, well, it's more or less like communicating in a way that it's harder for you to be misunderstood. Does that make sense? So it's like, so you call it self-censoring. I would say it's more like staying on message. So making sure that whenever you're communicating with something, that you communicate in the most direct way possible, and you leave as little margin for people to misunderstand it as possible. And I think that people like Ray or anybody else talking about it, they're not really used to doing that because they don't do it 6 hours a day, 8 hours a day. They're not thinking and talking about this all the time. So it's not like, you know, they haven't created a decision tree in their mind of how they're going to approach and respond to something, right? Being a pussy, basically? No, it's not. It's about responding to something in a measured, intelligent, and you know, with a way that indicates forethought and that minimizes any sort of other response, right? Because you don't want to say something and then it comes off in a way that then people are discussing the way that you said it rather than what was said, right? Because it's a self-defeating. Like, what I'm arguing for is really utilitarian, right? Like utilitarian communication. And so like she's not used to doing this, and so obviously she'll say something like this because, you know, she's not used to doing it. I never really took this like that personally or anything like that because it's just what happens. And like it's a person speaking extemporaneously on a live stream, and they're gonna say things that aren't accurate, especially whenever they don't have the experience doing it. That's really the truth. It's the genuine truth. Now, you might not like that truth. You might think that, like, oh, they should do a better job, but that's fundamentally what it is. People just don't have experience with it. I mean, even I thought that. Even Hassan thought that. So what do you think the probability is that someone like Ray was doing? Very high. Just the way it is. You're just downplaying it for him? Yeah, because I don't think it's a big deal. That's the reason why. Because I've had other friends of mine who have done this in the opposite way. Like, where it's like people will take what a person does, and I think it's dishonest, right? Like, that's the reason. Like, all I try to do is I try to understand why things happen and communicate it in a way that I think is authentic and accurate. I don't try to be nice or not nice to something. I try to understand it in the most accurate way possible. And I try to also explain behavior and understand behavior.
Just
That's
knowing
my goal.
Hassan and knowing like how I've been around Kaya a lot.
That's what I tried to do.
And I just like know that he would never ever abuse Kaya.
So yeah, like I said initially, that is such an insane comparison, and it's ridiculous how his defenders can't comment on this issue without trying to just somehow turn into a political virtue signal. But I view that as them desperately trying to deflect from the reality of what's going on. And when she made that take, there were already numerous clips of Hassan mistreating Kaya out there, including a clip of Hassan seemingly pulling the tail of his old dog Fish. And that takes us to the clip of Valkyrie asking Asmongold for advice.
And that's okay. I messaged 2 people about LSF. I messaged Nick Pullum and I messaged Asmongold. I asked both of them. I was like, hey, I don't really use Reddit a whole lot, but like, do you think it's a good idea or a bad idea if I respond to a post and be like, oh.
The worst part about this entire thing is that she considered me as a Reddit person. That was upsetting.
I understand
it's extremely
where you guys are
upsetting.
coming from. I'm sorry. Like, I'm sorry. I should have definitely like spoken about it differently. And both of them reassured me that it's a good idea.
Yeah,
to
because
I know they're like they're Reddit people, so I was like, they both said, they both very nice. They both said, yeah, don't respond. It's a good idea. Yes, Asmongold and Nicola, because I know there's people that I know like.
And as you saw in that clip, in the intro where I like zoomed in on the chat specifically, they were crashing out at her, which now takes us to her apology towards her community. Oh my god, I'm so sorry for asking Asmongold for advice, and how he kindly gave me advice. But yeah, let me throw that guy under the bus now. It's just so pathetic, bro. I cannot believe this. Really quick, I'll mention too. Tectone made a take, pointing out how Asmongold will probably forget Valkyrie and, you know, say it's like no big deal or whatever.
Why would I care?
But I think
Yeah, you could say it's nice, but it's also just apathetic.
you know, it's a terrible thing for her to do. I think it's actually a disgusting and terrible thing for her to do.
More
To-
undead warriors
like
will
I mentioned,
soon
I think
arrive.
we're all thinking it, right? Like, you don't just throw someone under the bus who just helped you out. Like,
I never take it personally because I always view streamers as brands. I am black-pilled on this. A lot of viewers and people that are outside of the more higher tier influencer space might not understand this. I do. These people are brands. They care about their image.
Do not succumb
They're there to
the
make money.
chaos.
It's not personal. It never will. It doesn't mean you can't be friendly off screen. It doesn't mean you can't have professional courtesy. But business comes first. Now I understand that. That's why anytime somebody gets mad at me for making a video about them, they're like, why are you farming my drama? Well, because it's funny. But that's not fair. It's mean to me. People are making fun of me. Damn, you shouldn't have done it then. It's the way it is.
totally backstabbing you. It's really, really gross. Which is so fitting for someone who's spending a dog abuse. So yeah, that takes us here. He posted about apologizing for DMing
But
Asmongold.
can you
At the
repeat
end of
your
the day, it is
success?
my
This is
fault
the-
for not being aware enough.
This is the first time I've
and
actually seen
I
this clip.
apologize to my community. It was probably so hurtful.
Fight harder.
Yes.
You are of
and
no
so
use to be
sorry.
dead.
I'm under a rock, and that's my fault. I think everyone, including myself, should be more aware of, what's going on and what people are saying. I just like, it is my fault. Or it's my fault. Literally.
You gotta love the privilege of a streamer of just talking about how people
Which,
wear.
by the way,
Thunder!
if she had taken my advice and just never talked about it again,
For another tool.
I'm just saying.
In the context of her actual limited
I'm just saying.
perspective and bending the knee for whatever
How about
behind
that?
mindset. And really, the only thing that she should be apologizing for is her awful comparison earlier for defending someone's mistreatment of child. But of course, she's not doing that.
I'm not aware of that. And that's you need to role models at this point.
If you're looking to streamers to be role models to you, your parents failed you. You should never look to streamers or content creators to be role models. It's just that simple. Yeah, I mean, it's not like, and I don't mean this in a derogatory way. It's just that, you know, this is a for-profit enterprise that people have images that are brand safe and brand friendly. Like, you're not even really looking at a person, you're looking at a product. You like, I mean, do you want to be like, do you want to have Pikachu as your role model? I mean, do you want to have Johnny Bravo as your role model? If you do, you're going to get put off with Pikachu. You're going to get, we know what happened. Pikachu, we've been talking about it the last week. So, I mean, yeah, it's just too bad. You don't want to be there.
I don't think so. I don't think I am.
I didn't realize it.
I do a good job of recognizing when I do
I
it.
saw the yellow thing, I just saw Pikachu, and I was like, well, actually, worried.
And accepting that and being
Wait a
okay
minute.
with it. I think it's all good. It's all, like, I hear you guys. I see you guys. You're right. You're so right. And it's 1,000% my fault for not being aware enough. I need to be more proactive.
I think we shouldn't talk about it. I mean, the reality is like, if you're not keeping up with it already, it's because you don't really care. And if you don't really care, I think that's totally fine. Most people don't really care.
But the
problem is that whenever you act like you care, you get involved in something, it goes badly, and then now you're on the back foot. So, like, I've had this happen before, where it's like I've stopped covering certain topics because I just really don't give a shit about it, right? I mean, that's just the truth. I don't really care. And so, I think the best solution is that, and people say like, oh, well, everybody should inform themselves about this. This is my viewpoint on that. This is my take on it. Is that, like, for the Ukraine war, like Palestine or trans rights or any of these issues, I think that reserving your voice and not speaking gives room for other people that are more informed and more educated to speak on your behalf and to speak instead of you. I think it's better for, like, not everybody has to give their take on everything. You don't always have to have an opinion on everything. And I think that really, if you're not informed, if you don't feel confident talking about something, then don't do it. I think that's really the truth. Don't do it. You don't need to do it. You don't, in a lot of cases, probably even want to do it. But sometimes people might think that, like, there's a benefit for it for whatever reason. So that's it. This way you get Karen's issue. Yeah, recognizing your ignorance is smart. Well, yeah, and I think it's a general, like, this is a game that unless you are in it for the love of the game, like a lot of the commentators that talk about stuff on the internet, I think that they genuinely believe what they say. Like I do. I think Vosh, Destiny, Hassan, me, Frogan, Denims, Mike from PA, Tectone, I think all of us actually believe what we said. It's not like this isn't being like, yeah, maybe you might like edit something a little bit for TOS, or, you know, like maybe it's like, you know, a few degrees off of like the way you actually feel about it. But like for the most part, like Nick Fuentes, yeah, Nick Fuentes really thinks what he thinks, right? But if you're a creator and you're not like fully invested into this, I think the best option is to just simply not play the game. Just don't get involved. Like, and there's been a lot of issues like that that I've done with myself. MJ, thanks for the gifted subs. I appreciate it. Thank you very much.
And what's going on in this world? Listen, guys, even when it's happening to me, it is 1,000% okay to hold people accountable for actions and mistakes, okay? I think that the biggest discourse is seeing, like, I feel like the community is split. Like, some people are being too harsh, some people are not being harsh enough, and it's like... It's
exactly right. She's right about this. You should never... That's the reason why you should just never... The winning move is not playing. Straight up.
Like, I see you. I see you.
Fight harder.
It's a good thing.
Yep, just don't get involved.
Because of that, I was able to do a deep dive. I was able to leave my rock and see and be more
Why do you play
aware
that?
of it.
Like people might not know this about me, but like back even whenever I was like 18 or 19, I was like signing up to volunteer for like activism for like climate change and like Planned Parenthood and stuff. I was a supporter for Ron Paul when I was in high school. Like this is something I was like I had been involved with this stuff whenever I was like a kid. Even like this isn't 20 years ago. Actually, it's almost 20 years ago, right? Yeah, and so yeah, it was. Oh, absolutely. Like these were and again, like I've always been, you know, and to this day, right? I'm very I think climate change is being a problem. I think people should have access to abortion and healthcare. Absolutely. Like I've always thought that. And you know, we can debate that all you want, but like what I'm saying is that, you know, for me, this was a value that I've had my whole life, right? For better or for worse. You might think that I'm wrong about this, but at the same time, I've been consistent about being wrong. And the difference is that I think that a lot of people try to like get involved with these different causes or issues or viewpoints because they view it as like social criticism, right? And I'm not saying Ray's doing this at all. I'm just saying, like, in general, I think this is what happens on social media, is people try to like they try to take on these social causes as social currency, as some form of like thing to like advance their brand or something, you know? And I think that the result of that is that eventually you will accidentally or, you know, unknowingly step on the wrong side and alienate all of the people that you spent that much time cultivating. And I think it's just a mistake. So unless you really care about it, unless you actually think this, don't say it. Don't say it. Don't get involved unless you want to bear the consequences for it. That's it. If something happens, you benefit or streamers. Back to the streamers being brands thing. Your brand is directly tied to there being in an outcome. If something happens, you benefit. These other streamers, they don't need nearly an outcome. They need a specific outcome. You're generic, not an insult. Yeah, you're right. I mean, definitely. Like, I am the I am a parasite. I am. Like every situation, suffering, I suck the life out of it. Glee and joy, I suck the life out of that. If a game is doing really well, I make videos about it doing really well. If a game is doing really bad, I make videos about it doing really bad. Sometimes I do both inside of the same game life cycle. And I you know, like that's it. That's what I do. That's it. I'm a bottom feeder. That's right. A genuine parasite. Yes, and that's the way it is.
This clip is really unbelievable. Like, how many times did you say that she needs to be aware? And again, the context is for actually doing the opposite. Limiting her perspective, but bending the knee to the idea. And then she talks about why it's important to keep people accountable, but she literally defends what Hassan has done. Kaya.
Well, she doesn't think it happened.
Not holding him accountable at all. And that takes us to the next post fight.
It sounds bad, right? Because, like, I mean, let's say it's not the case. I mean, you still have, like, him pulling the dog's tail, etc. And there's, like, a lot of other clips, too, beyond, like, the original one. And so, like, really, people, like, a lot of the people that are, like, you know, aware of this know all of that, and it makes them angry for that reason.
Life must prevail over
Shares her take on Collargate.
But what I do know or have heard about him is that he takes really good care of his dogs.
See, this is the type of stuff, like, you never had to say this. Like, why would you say this? Like, you don't, would I know or heard? Do you even know this guy? Why are you even talking about him? Like, unless you really care about this, and you like, why would you even do this? Like, this is the type of own goal stuff that these people do. And it's like, why would you do this? Like, now all you're gonna do is, like, get a bunch of hate for this, and you're not even really sure about it anyway. What a mistake.
Like, I kind of know him as, like, a peripheral acquaintance of him being, like, a good dog owner. I also am familiar with the e-collar, which appears to be on Kaya's neck. Now, e-collar training is very common and especially used for large breeds to make sure that they have good behavior. And what the collar does is it vibrates. It doesn't shock. And I've seen this e-collar be used on dogs. Now, you know Crash. Crash is just about the most dramatic little guy you've ever met in your life, right? He has used
What is the E? It stands for educator. It also stands for electrocution. Or educator.
Vibrating e-collar before, and he has used whispers in such a way.
Yeah.
Because he's dramatic. And so my take on it was, Kaya was probably being dramatic, of a dramatic dog. But I don't know. That's my take.
I feel so bad for these girls. This is like aggro. This is like at the beginning of like it's like you just start Elden Ring and you aggro the precinct. Like, you don't know what you're getting yourself into. You have no idea. Like, you're never involved in drama. I don't. Like, in a way, I do, right? I do. Because it's like, I don't think it, like, it's just... Come on, it deserve it. I don't... Well, and that's the thing, is like, I, you know, as I said before, I'm the most empathetic streamer out there. I am. And so because of that, I'll always try to see it from somebody else's perspective. It doesn't mean I think they're right, but I could see it from their perspective. And, you know, like, that's how it is.
Check out this area.
It's sad. It's like, you should have never done this. Why would you do this? Why would you do this to yourself? Why would you come into the den of wolves?
Notice how none of the people penning him are using the log on hot coke anymore. That the song itself says what's going on, big guy? Why change the story all of a sudden? We're almost at the point of it's a good thing that happened. And like I said earlier, they all ignore the clip of Fiddy having his tail yanked on, and how there's numerous clips of Son forcing Kaya to sit there for hours on end, not even allowing her to get up and stretch or simply get water. And that takes us to 2 more clips of the surface. It's pretty disgusting how these clips just keep coming out. There's more and more clips. You can remember many more that people haven't found yet. Quite
You do Austin thing and doing like no, but I assume it's annoying. This is not
A champion has fallen.
Someone's been a bad girl in my absence, by the way.
Bro, I haven't even seen this one.
Literally some time.
What a freaking loser.
No
Who
time
treats
to
dogs like
rest.
this? This is actually so freaking
Warriors
gross.
will soon
She gets up,
arrive.
probably wants to get water or something, and he's no, she's crying as if she should be shamed for that, dude. It's a dog. You're supposed to be taking care of her.
She's not used to place because while I was gone, she got the free roam like a cow the entire day.
Oh,
I don't
damn.
know if she actually got a decent amount of workout this morning or not, but no. Okay, she did go to the park apparently, and she's still a being, a baby, it seems. No, we're not freeing her. She needs to get used to it. She needs to get used to the structure that she had in her life once again.
And then we've got the second clip. Let's take a look at this one. Well, it turns out there's music playing in the background of this clip. I don't know if it's copyrighted or not, and you know how the YouTube algorithm can be with those bots. So I'm going to explain what's going on here. Hassan is showing Kaya in the
I
background.
haven't seen these. These are actually new. This is new to even to me. I have not seen this part at all.
On that dog bed, and he brags about leashing her, forcing her to stay on this dog bed for, as he puts it, hours on end.
She has a leash on right now on the elevated bed, so she can't like really get off of it. She now knows to sit in place for
Is that
hours and
Connor?
hours on end.
So yeah, I decided to play it, but sped up. Hopefully that'll be fine. But I really wanted to hear that for yourself too. I mean, it's convoluted stuff. It's also disturbing how there are people in his chat celebrating this, saying things like, "I love how you show people what a responsible dog owner looks like," and "Wow, I need my dog
never
trained
had a
like
dog.
this too." It's frightening to think that there could actually be people getting influenced by Hassan and like, treating dogs the way he treats his dogs. And now we've got Pokemon getting involved too. Before we take a look at our let's take a look at the context that Xerdo has said Pokemon is to a podcast episode.
Oh, God.
Hassan. The full message.
Oh, God.
This is so funny to me.
Bro, this
is so fucking funny. I'm sorry, but like whenever all this bad stuff happens, I just like I'm like, wow. I remember I guess maybe like I remember during some of the OTK dramas, I was really mad at Destiny because I wanted to cover it the way Destiny was covering it and go over everything, but I couldn't because I was involved, and all I could do was watch him do it, and then hope he would say or do the things that, like, I would say to do, and, like, I'm sitting there watching it because he would go through everything, he's like, oh, this person lied, this is true, like, and I'm, like, pumped because I can't watch this, and I'm sitting here, like hate watching in a way. I'm like, fuck, why can't I do this? I was so agitated. I was.
We've been watching the recent we had a serious talking through. We all agreed that it was and the reason we do it is face that is comfy, as always. We do not want to impact that cozy atmosphere. Thanks for always supporting our vision for a positive place to be. See you all next week. Peace out. Yeah. And that's the content. Concerning the response to this statement.
Yeah, I mean, no, I wouldn't blame them for that at all. Like, the staff don't want to get attacked because the staff is so stupid. Like, why the fuck would they want to deal with that? Like, I mean, really, like, you bring a guest on This is like, I mean, let's say, I'll give you a comparison, right? If we had Valkyrie with respect on, and then that stuff came out, I would not release the episode. I would say, guys, I'm not going to release the episode. They say, why? Like, well, some things came up. We've seen it. And that would be it. I would release it.
Was supposed to air as usual. That staff was used and uploaded out of here. It caused drama.
And I will release it 3 years later for content.
Posted this game without my approval. Sorry guys, we'll talk about everything this year. And go on a hiatus after the restructure. One of the top responders is posting throwing more staff under the bus instead of this downhill is definitely something I would expect. Another with 73 likes and a smooth throw from an Bro tastes his dog repeatedly. And similarly,
it's not a spiritual awakening journey. She's going to fire the staff that went against her, probably, or at least reprimand them to the extent that they never do this again. This isn't a spiritual awakening, okay? And if there are any spirits, it's the evil ones, like the demons.
Well,
awakening the demons.
Anything, just to not call out the song. Actual power. And look at this. Another clip on the screen, Kaya, has just returned.
Oh, this one got the lead. They all say gay now in the R word. I'm sure they're getting used. That never stopped. That was the thing. Hey, out.
Bogies against this place.
Go.
No? You see why he uses, I mean, if he uses dot collar, you can see why. Well, this dog doesn't give a fuck. He goes into the place and I have to drink one. Oh, you mean the floor? Oh, okay. Oh, alright, so you want me to lay on the floor again? You're right, he's fucking going and doing it. Of course, dog doesn't give a fuck.
People never stopped saying in Star Wars. It went away, then it came back. Really? It went away?
And like we've seen so many times now in various clips that are resurfacing, the song seems to breathe do something in the upper left corner of your desk at the exact same time that Kaya then returns to the bed, which only provides further merit to the reasonable and understandable assessment that many people are coming to, in which it does seem like Hassan is shocking his dog to force her to obey. Now regardless, even if it's just a vibration caller like he claims, it still seems like he's mistreating
Oh, this video came out yesterday. So now the news story is that it actually is a collar that could shock, but he took the shocking things off and it doesn't shock. So no, now it's changed. It's now changed. This is the story from yesterday.
It's not okay either way, but obviously it's worse if he's shocking her, which he might be doing. And in this clip, maybe she just wants to interact with him and the friend that he has over. Like, there's nothing wrong with it.
I think
it's not like she's like jumping up on
it's a
him.
big deal. Like, I mean, if the dog is like getting around at your feet and it's annoying you, like, I mean, this
friend, like,
I've seen every person that I know who's had a dog has gotten annoyed at their dog and told their dog to get the fuck out of here one way or another, right? It's just because the dog is being annoying for whatever reason, and they're like, hey, get the fuck out of here, that's it, right? It's not a big deal. Like, I mean, it's not really possible.
Just interacting like a normal kind of dog. This dude is just treating her so poorly. And as many people have said, it's like he treats her like a frog. And meanwhile, his community, what do they think about all this? Well, a top post on his subreddit around 20 hours ago titled, "This whole live stream fail / Kaya thing is just furthering my utter hopelessness for humanity."
Same, but not for the same reason.
I know, internet is hardly reality. But this sentiment is disgusting, to the point of delusion and mental illness. Oh yeah, it's so awful that people care for animals. It's just destroying my hope and humanity that people care for him. Bro, what the lack of
It's pretty obvious that, I mean, this is clearly exaggerated because I think definitely, like, if it was a random person, I think that people wouldn't have reacted as negatively. I mean, it's not like that doesn't play any, that's definitely part of the calculus for why there's been such a pushback. I mean, sure, yeah, of course. Anybody that's saying that's not true is just like, why would you even say that?
This is not
here too. Just
what if it was me? If it was me, I'd be like, man. Now she's getting too. Now you got you guys mad at me? Now I'm really mad.
Top response. Top comment on that post saying, imagine a human wasting potential in America. Actually, millions of young Americans spend their evenings consuming political brain rot instead of doing anything remotely fun. You shock best. Sounds like you just described Tom's community as the community that you're posting a part of.
You're wasting human potential in America. Oh yeah.
Of course, none of these people have self-respect. They go on to say, this actually matters. Their great victory is to smear one guy while their country implodes.
Yeah.
It's just sad. And a reminder of how desperately empty people's lives are. Yeah, coming from the people who literally defend innocent animals getting killed.
Well, you're sitting there having a struggle session on a Reddit page, and you're talking about how other people are losers. I mean, come on, guys. So let's have a little bit of self-awareness, okay?
Bro, you can't talk
Like,
about people
come on.
lives. Look at me. And yeah, I think that's the main stuff. So, but I would also like to apologize for being rather heated throughout the video. To be quite frank, like I said in my initial coverage, I don't enjoy covering this topic, but I would feel worse if I didn't say anything about this stuff.
How do you throw him that far?
So it's just a very upsetting thing to talk about. And yeah, that's it. Thank you guys for understanding, though. I hope that you enjoyed my coverage regardless. You know, when I say enjoy, I don't mean like, oh, you know,
it's crazy, right?
I mean, like, hopefully it was informative
It's just been, I'm gonna be honest, like, it has been so funny for me to watch all of this stuff happen. I'm sorry to say, but like the amount of drama and people mad, and then like her like saying and poking at, oh, it was like my staff that said this. It's like also, by the way, if it's your staff that said it, so like I don't understand. Like, where's the logic here, right? If it's your staff that said it and you're okay with the episode coming out, and you're effectively the show host and you run the show, why isn't the episode out, right? So why is it not out? I mean, that seems very interesting. Like, why? Because you should just then upload the episode and put it out, right? I mean, that's it. They have the password. Oh, they've got the codes. That could be it too. You're right. And pointing fingers, not taking any heat. Yeah. It's like if that's really what you think, and it's like so then it's like what's the next question? Right? The next question is obviously she talked to the staff, and you know maybe the staff convinced her that it was the right decision to not upload the podcast, right? I mean that would be so that's the only logical conclusion that you could draw based off of what she said. And again, you could have avoided all of this by just simply not saying anything about it. But you decided to say something about it, so this opens up the question of like what's going on. So why is that happening? Maybe she has no idea how. I think that she understands how to upload a YouTube video. So the fact is that you know, she's throwing her face with staff under the bus because she doesn't get destroyed by a fan base. Well, yeah, but like the difference is like if you don't want to have the like, I mean, you could easily say at that point and say like, after talking to my staff, I understand why they made the decision, and also, you know, we're gonna just delay this just because I don't want to have them be a target for unnecessary hate, right? Like you could easily say that, because if you don't say that, you position your staff and the people that are running your show as not only being against Hassan, but even being against you. And then everybody in your community and also his community are now going to hate your staff because they, you know, like kind of went against you and they wouldn't listen to you. You see kind of what I'm saying, right? It's all optics. Yeah, exactly. Like, and that's, it's a very, very weird thing. It doesn't really make sense to me for this at all. And so, yeah, I think she just diverted hate to an unknown entity. Nobody's getting fired. I feel like it's pretty easy to figure out who did something like this, right? And like who's on the staff, etc. It's very easy to figure it out. Yeah, I mean, like, what do you mean? So, I mean, I don't think it's really confusing at all. Let me link you guys the video right there.
Fight harder. You are of no use to be dead. battle has only just begun. Back for another tour. Alas, a champion has fallen. Heads up, hostiles! Set 'em up, knock 'em down. Triumph! The world is cleansed once more.
The right heroes could make all the difference.
I will bring peace to this universe, no matter the cost. Where there is evil in this universe, I will be there to balance it.
They'll be coming in 30 seconds. Stay strong.
You guys are the coolest! I always thought so. Now let's kick some butt, shall we? You're pretty cool yourself. Being able to understand animals. I wish I could do that. Yeah, all you have to do is listen. They really hate you.
The battle starts in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You have to stop them from securing the mission area.
Even my cosmic might may not be enough to save this universe.
Quantum magic.
I feel better already. We are in this together. cosmos heals you. I feel better already.
We make a good team.
Quantum magic. Wounds are gone. Thanks. On your toes. The cosmos heals you. Born again!
Oh, I love you. Disappear!
Already. Second chances. Don't mess with the amazing Spider-Man! The cosmos heals you. Cosmic light returns. The aid I require. Healing power.
Would you stop that vehicle in its tracks? I am finished! Better stop that vehicle!
Destiny awaits. Amazing how a world can create so much beauty, yet can hide such danger.
We are undefeatable!
Healing power.
Better stop that vehicle!
I require some aid. On your toes. The cosmos. Cosmic might returns. Hands together.
A fighter's no match for a squirrel!
Leave them to conjure. One for Jake, one for me. Don't mess with the amazing Spider-Man! Born again! The cosmos heals you. You may. I require some aid.
Better stop that vehicle!
I am born anew.
There's still a chance to stop them!
Quantum magic.
Ooh, a touch of healing. They hit a checkpoint. Now might be the time to stop them.
Destiny awaits. Quantum magic. I require some aid.
Now or never! Stop them!
Better already.
Better stop that vehicle!
Come on,
Cover! I
Really?
I have risen.
He's stuck in their tracks.
Don't mess with the amazing Spider-Man!
I am Phoenix!
Healing power.
Just embrace the light!
Born again!
Don't give them another inch, or else.
I require some aid. Healing power.
This
is real firepower!
But you were smart. Better put this to good use.
Well, you can't expect to win them all.
Perfection is unattainable, but that should not stop us from trying to achieve it.
You belong to me! Healing power.
You were beneath me.
Healing power. Some assistance, please.
Help get that vehicle to its destination.
Fast! Grace us with victory!
Look who's here.
Armed and dangerous! Again! This is real firepower! You're welcome! Don't mess with the amazing Spider-Man! Healing power.
Disappear!
I require some aid.
Get that vehicle moving again!
Just dying. I'll patch you up. The cosmos heals you.
It's spider time!
This is real firepower!
I have disabled the amplifier. Healing power.
Almost there. Don't turn back now.
Born again!
Second chances over.
The vehicle reached a checkpoint. Keep up the momentum.
Hey, Teeny!
Healing power.
I was fine.
I require some aid.
Riding shotgun for a spider. Life is strange.
The cosmos heals you. I am at your service.
Place is teeming with spiders.
Unite.
Maximum punch!
Don't let anything stand in your way.
I'm good to go.
Armed and dangerous again!
Cosmic might returns.
This is real firepower!
Healing power. I require some aid. Quantum magic. Cosmic might returns. Healing power.
Disappear!
Stronger together. Healing power.
I'll back you up. Where she needs to go.
Clobbering time!
Our foes have arrived.
You belong to me!
Born again!
Maximum punch!
Right, Barnes?
The cosmos heals you.
This is real firepower!
I'm good to go.
Turret's blown. I'm infantry again. Hey, Teeny! Enjoy the amplifier!
Protective shield. Perfect. Chaos control. Oh no, I disappeared.
Well, who's next?
Under my spell.
Only 60 seconds left. Get that vehicle moving again.
You heard me coming, didn't
My fate isn't sealed yet.
seconds.
This is real firepower! Someone try this my way!
We will get you to the front.
Final 10 seconds.
Maximoff, the mutant brat, shows her true
You got them all.
You are under my
You'll have to keep fighting until we have a winner.
Maximum pulse!
Another epic victory.
You have one task, my fist. Locate the Queen of the Dead and end her. But the path will be fraught with peril.
I was made for the moonlight never fades, and neither do I.
Zombie.
I am the avatar
All
of
these
Khonshu,
creatures ain't got
the
fangs.
Egyptian god of the moon.
The hunt is on.
Life must prevail over death.
Taste cold steel.
Alas, a champion has fallen.
Taste cold steel.
Alas, a champion has fallen. There is no time to rest. More undead warriors will soon arrive. Fight harder. You are of no use to be dead.
Inspector's name! Vengeance in Inspector's name! Taste cold steel. Taste cold steel. Vengeance in Spectre's name!
Alas, a champion has fallen. Alas, a champion has fallen. Alas, a champion has fallen.
Cutting in! Taste cold steel. Vengeance in Spectre's name! Taste cold steel. I'm cutting in. Taste cold steel. I'm doing this my way.
You fought well, but the war is far from over. Do not make me regret choosing you for this mission.
Slice and dice. Slice and dice. Cutting in.
Alas, a champion has fallen.
Slice and dice. Taste cold steel.
Alas, a champion has fallen.
Slice and dice.
Alas, a champion has fallen.
Taste cold steel.
Alas, a champion has fallen. Alas, a champion has fallen. champion has fallen. I fear this struggle may be as eternal as I. Do not succumb to the chaos. Alas, a champion has fallen.
Slice and dice.
Alas, a champion has fallen. Alas, a champion has fallen. Alas, a champion has fallen.
Taste cold steel. Slice and dice.
Alas, a champion has fallen.
Vengeance in Spectre's name! Vengeance in Spectre's name! I'm doing this my way! The hunt is on. Taste cold steel.
Impressive. But can you repeat your success? prevail over death.
Taste cold steel. Slice and dice.
Alas, a champion has fallen.
I'm cutting in. Wash our foes away. Happy's ways will not burn.
Slice and dice. Alas, a champion has fallen. His face. Protect your sight.
Slice and dice. Wash our foes away. Taste cold steel. Taste cold steel. I'm cutting in. Taste cold steel.
The war is far from over.
I'm cutting in.
Do not succumb to the chaos.
Vengeance in Spectre's name!
Alas, a champion has fallen. Alas, a champion has fallen.
I'm cutting in.
Alas, a champion has fallen. I fear this struggle may be as eternal as I. Do not make me regret choosing you for this mission.
Taste cold steel. The hunt is on. I'm cutting in.
Slice and dice. I was born ready. Take cold steel.
There is no time to rest. More undead warriors will soon arrive. Fight harder. You are of no use to be dead.
Slice and dice.
Alas, a champion has fallen. Alas, a champion has fallen. Out of sight. Alas, a champion has fallen. Alas, a champion has fallen. Rise, my fist of vengeance. The battle has only Alas, a champion has... Rise, my fist of vengeance. The battle has only just begun.
I was born ready. Slice and dice. I'm cutting in.
Alas, a champion has fallen.
Out of sight. Hell yeah.
Alas, a champion has fallen. Alas, a champion has fallen.
The hunt is on.
Alas, a champion has fallen.
I'm cutting in. I'm cutting in.
Impressive. But can you repeat your success? Do not make me regret choosing you for this mission.
Inspector's name.
Alas, a champion has fallen.
I'm cutting in.
Alas, a champion has fallen.
Taste cold steel. The hunt is on. Inspector's name. Slice and dice. Vengeance, Inspector's name. Slice and dice.
Alas, a champion has fallen.
is on. Taste cold steel.
There's no time to rest. More undead warriors will soon arrive.
The hunt is on.
Do not succumb to the chaos.
Slice and dice. I'm cutting in.
guts.
I fear this struggle may be as eternal as I. Fight harder. You are of no use to me. Spectre's name. Alas, a champion has fallen.
Take cold steel.
Look over there.
Taste cold steel. Slice and dice.
Fought well, but the war is far from over. Life must prevail over death.
Slice and dice. Slice and dice. Slice and dice.
Alas, a champion has fallen.
I'm cutting in.
Impressive. But can you repeat your success? Do not make me regret choosing you for this mission. Alas, a champion has fallen.
Taste cold steel. I was born ready.
Alas, a champion has fallen. Alas, a champion has fallen.
I was born ready.
Alas, a champion has fallen.
I'm cutting in.
Alas, a champion has fallen. Alas, a champion has fallen. as eternal as I. Life must prevail over death.
I was born ready.
Fight harder. You are of no use to me dead. Your hands is no steel. This place. Alas, a champion has fallen. Alas, a champion has fallen. Alas, a champion has fallen. Protect your key. Defend this place. Champion has fallen. champion has fallen. Impressive. But can you repeat your success? Champion has fallen. Alas, a champion has fallen. Alas, a champion has fallen. The hunt is on. Take cold steel. There is no time to rest. More undead warriors will soon arrive. I was born ready. Do not succumb to the chaos. Inspector's name! Alas, a champion has fallen. Take control. Alas, a champion has fallen. Alas, a champion has fallen. Champion has fallen. Take cold steel. Alas, a champion has fallen. Smoke up. I'm cutting in. Alas, a champion has fallen. There is no time to rest. More undead warriors will soon arrive. Do not make me regret choosing you for this mission. The hunt is on. A champion has fallen. Alas, a champion has fallen. Slice and dust. Champion has fallen. Alas, a champion has fallen. Alas, a champion has fallen.
I was born ready.
I fear this struggle may be as eternal as I. Fight harder. You are of no use to me dead. Alas, a champion has fallen.
The hunt is on.
Alas, a champion has fallen. Alas, a champion has fallen.
The hunt is on.
Alas, a champion has fallen.
Out of sight. Hell yeah. Taste cold steel.
Impressive. But can you repeat your success?
Ice cold steel.
I have no choice!
Alas, a champion has fallen. Alas, a champion has fallen. Alas, a champion has fallen. Rise, my fist of vengeance. The battle alas. Rise, my fist of vengeance. Alas, a champion has fallen. Do not worry. All hope is not yet lost.
Is this goodbye? No, it's not goodbye. Not at all. Explain yourself? I will. There's some people that are saying some pretty crazy things. I haven't even gone on Twitter. I saw other things, and I'm like, damn. But I've been around for 10 years now. A lot of you guys know, pretty far away from this stuff at this point. But I am totally okay with exposing a lot of things and saying things. At this point, I think it's pretty obvious. I will not be friends with any of these people after this. Ludwig was right. I am going to...
friends to begin with, bro. That's why you're screenshotting and taking notes and trying to find blackmail on them to begin with.
To completely separate myself from these people in this community, which is fine, and I've already been doing it, but I have hundreds of messages and DMs from people, things that people probably would never want to get released that are very interesting for everyone, and
Sure,
I will...
I think he probably does. And if it's something bad that somebody said and it's like actually matters, like it's not somebody saying a word they shouldn't say, but it actually matters, like go ahead and release it. But I wouldn't believe anything he would put out.
We found after being with each other that her stalkers had a lot from would come to her a lot from her short form content. These people were schizophrenic and would think that she is talking to them. Whether it was songs she played, the way she looked at the screen, or just the titles of the videos, these people started to feel she was talking to them and come to our house to stalk her. These people thought in their heads they were dating her. They were out of their mind and dangerous. I told her, if we're going to be serious about this relationship, I need her to stop posting as much and to not farm these people. She agreed and understood that it was a safety concern for not only me.
It's just, bro, like we really didn't talk about this, like trying to get him not to do that. Like it really trying to, it told her to do this, like it. And it's also like, I mean, you dated this girl whenever she, like you brought her to the house and she was already doing TikToks like this to begin with, right? So like you knew what you were getting yourself into, and now you're trying to make her change her content. Now, after everything that we know about Miz, I think that it's much more likely that the reason why he did that is because those videos, maybe it did annoy him as her boyfriend, but also like you've got to keep in mind that Miz was also farming content with other girls in real life. Like he would bring on girls like Jenna Lynn Meowry. He would bring on, you know, I remember Peach Jars would be on the stream, and that it wasn't like super sexual, but it wasn't not sexual either. And like there was an innuendo there, right? Emily, yeah, ST Peach, the Botes, he would bring up Alinity, Fandy, right? Yeah, he would bring these girls on all the time. So before we go and we talk about like, oh, well, it's just like a boyfriend that didn't want to be disrespected by his girlfriend. How can you talk about not wanting to be disrespected by your girlfriend and even play that card whenever you have a revolving door of girls around that you bring on to farm as if like there might be something going on? You see what I'm saying? So like it's the implication of that, right? And so like really that it's just bullshit. And so even if you believe that, it's a double standard that he had. So it's like you took a girl that makes TikToks and makes short form content and you bring her into your house and you say you're not allowed to do this anymore. Meanwhile, you're doing the same type of stuff, and Miz has his own stalkers and his own shit too. It's not like he doesn't deal with this. He deals with it too. And so at this point, I think that especially now that it's been so openly discussed and revealed that he cares a lot about viewership, I think that it's much more likely that the reason why he didn't want her posting that content is because that content would get her a lot of attention. Because it did. Big surprise. So this is the reason, like, I mean, you see kind of the reason, like, I mean, it's just, it's bullshit after bullshit after bullshit. None of it even makes any sense.
But the house, Russell, Simply, Corey, or anyone...
to have double standards? Yeah, it is. Yeah, I mean, that type of a double standard is wrong.
That was in my house or anyone that was near us. She agreed that she wouldn't want to hurt anyone else and knew that posting these types of TikToks and posts can mess with us and is something I'm not comfortable with as a guy. So she would tell me that...
you're not comfortable with it as a guy, but you think that she has to be comfortable with you having all these girls on your stream. The same as, by the way, you did to her.
If I had a problem, to let her know. And at first, it was minor things here and there, but over time, it got harder and harder to deal with. There were more stress on top of this. We both had to hide the relationship from everyone. If anyone
found... both had to, like, why did you have to? I know why you had to. I know why you thought you had to. You're not going to say why, are you? Let's find out if he says why.
out or was known, I could get in a ton of trouble with OTK and cause a ton
That's
of problems.
exactly right. We would have been totally okay with it. He would have had to be able to do it. We could have just signed something. It would have been totally fine. It would have been no issue at all. He was more worried about his standing in OTK, and he was more worried about making sure that he didn't look bad and lose money in OTK, and that's the reason why he wanted to keep it private. So it wasn't even about her or about him. It was about money and his position in the org. And we would have never done that even. We would have been like, okay, fine, we're happy for you, Miz. Good job. You just signed this paperwork, and then Emmy also has to sign this paperwork too. It would have been such an easy thing to do. Because do you think that like we really didn't discuss this ever? Of course we discussed this. Yeah, like that's standard. Yeah, it's standard.
Problems. I told her if we were going to be serious about this relationship, I need to stop posting as much and to
So
not.
you see what I'm saying? Like it's all literally everything about this is bullshit. It seems like you made your mind up. Well, yeah, if somebody tells you 2 + 2 is 5, how long are you going to sit around and listen to them explain why they're right? Of course I made my mind up because I know what happened.
On these people. And then there was more stress on top of this. We both had to hide the relationship from everyone. If anyone found out or was known, I can get in a ton of trouble with OTK.
Would not have happened. Would not have happened. The reason why is because you lied. You lied. If you had come out and said this at the beginning, it would not have been a problem. It's the fact that you lied repeatedly and you forced her and coerced her into the same lie.
And can cause a ton of problems in my life. So I lied to all of my old friends, S-Fan included, who lived just next door to me, and everyone in OTK. And that was very hard for me to do. We had a doggy door.
Basically that it's like a waiver that if a person that you're in a relationship with that has a supervisory role over you has something, that you waive a certain type of liability and types of recourse that you can have against a company. Like, I don't know the specifics of it. You can ask an attorney, and they can explain it further. It's like an HR thing. It's very standard. Like, basically to remove a conflict of interest.
Or between our rooms, just so we can hide it from everyone else, including my roommates. We would lock the doors to avoid our roommates finding out. As time went on, they found out, but to most of our friends in the Austin circle, they never officially knew. That stress alone would drive anyone mad. But our love for each other was strong, and we knew we could handle it. In September in 2022, a lot of you guys know, I was canceled by Trainwrecks and others, trying to claim I covered up sexual assault. It was proven wrong, but that destroyed my mental health. I felt like my brain cracked, and I was never the same since. I was suicidal, depressed, and I didn't know what to do with my own life. Every day felt like an absolute nightmare. I was losing OTK, my mental health, and all my...
You weren't losing OTK. We put you on suspension, and we invested hundreds of thousands of dollars into legal fees in order to do a third-party investigation to find out whether this happened or not. We invested so much into you in order to make sure that we did you right. That's not true.
My friends. Emeru was one of the only people that were there for me. She ditched sponsors to go with me to Japan. She went with me anywhere I needed because she wanted me to be happy. And she knew sometimes I freaked out. I lashed out, but she loved me and she knew I was
mean, like, that's a really quick way to just kind of, just kind of gloss over it. I freaked out. I lashed out. Yeah. By, like, being violent and yelling and screaming and breaking stuff and punching holes in the wall, right? Like, that's a lot.
Terrible mental place. It got so bad that stress and constant talking about the same things over and over and no sleep and depression that most of my hair started to fall out and Emeru started to hurt herself while we were in Japan.
I'm not, Amy. I'm not going to comment on that.
As this time happened, I was a massive wreck. Couldn't think straight,
and then you hurt everybody else. See, like, I don't feel sorry for you at all, because you hurt other people in the process. Like, I would totally have absolute sympathy for Miz if you weren't hurting other people and manipulating and taking advantage of other people left and right while you were in this situation. But the truth is that, like, whenever, like, I can have sympathy for an individual, but you lose that sympathy whenever you then become an aggressor on top of that. And we see this a lot where people try to say that they were in a bad place. Oh, well, things weren't going so well for me, so I guess I had to act this way, or, oh, I acted out. Well, the thing is that when you act out and you treat a person like your personal stress ball, how do you think that makes that other person feel? And so really, this is kind of what I was saying before. Do you remember what I always talk to you guys about with, like, misplaced empathy, right? Always misplaced empathy. This is misplaced empathy. If anybody is looking at this and listening and feeling sorry for him, rather than all the people that he negatively affected, the people that he lied about, the people that he demonized, the abuse that other people had to go through, the yelling, the indirect violence, punching holes in the wall, etc. It's in the misplaced. Yeah, right. But this is taking advantage of that. Like, do you know how many times people have been mean to me and how many times, like, I've been harassed? Like, whenever I said, like, for example, like, that Palestine shit, there were, like, 3 interpersonal things that were happening in, like, my personal life that were, like, really, really fucking me up. And I was, like, extremely stressed. Like, one of them was my dad's deteriorating health. The other 2 I don't want to talk about. Do you know what I did the next day? I came on there, I said, my bad. I fucked up. I shouldn't have said that. It's completely my fault. There's no excuse for it. That's it. It doesn't matter. Like, if you have a bad day and then you hurt somebody else, you're a bad person. That's it. It really, that's... You own it because it was a mistake. I shouldn't have said that, right? Everybody makes mistakes. People fuck up. But it's like, also, he never really took accountability for this at all until this happened. Taking accountability for their actions without lashing out on others. Yeah, that's the way, by the way, that's the way normal people behave. You owned it? Yeah, exactly. It's like I say all the time, like, once you start making excuses for evil, it's over. I say you can lie to every single person in the world except for one person that you never lie to. You never lie to yourself. Never lie to yourself. Once you do that, you're out of your mind.
And being that Emeru hung out with me all day,
literally zero sympathy. Zero sympathy, because I've had to deal with shit that's, like, way worse than this multiple times. Like, you can look at, in terms of, like, mentions and, like, Twitter mentions and everything, like, the amount of damage that, like, on an average, like, Mizkif getting canceled back then, that happens to me every month. Really. Like, and you can look at the graphs and you'll see this is true.
He too started to become high strung. Ugh.
And even I could do better. I'm not perfect.
We would yell at each other, fight, and argue all the time. Things we never once did. I felt this relationship was taking a huge strain, but I thought it could be fixed over time, since things were just so amazing that first year. But I'm so gay. But as we stayed around longer, I started resenting her a lot more. You can take it out of only mode. Emeru has a lot of rabbits. It was her calling when she first moved in. These were a big part of her life. But as those rabbits moved out of her room and into the living room, they started to see disgusting neglect. No food, no water.
Which he lived in the house, by the way. He lived in the house this whole time. So he let this whole thing happen. Like, assuming all this is true, he let this happen. Like, that's a best case scenario. He let all this happen.
Sometimes not having clean bedding for weeks. I, along with many others who would come over, would give them what they needed, and I would tell her all the time to take care of them, but to no avail. She completely neglected those rabbits, so much that many of them just died over 1 year of being around in my house. My cleaning ladies would clean them just because they felt terrible, and my brother once came over and said, and I quote, "If you ever marry this woman, I'll never forgive you." Here is a video up close of Emeru's rabbits. These are small little mites that are inside the rabbit.
It's not her rabbits. You're never going to see a single rabbit in this video.
Cage, and she didn't care. She completely neglected these animals, and I'm not going to sit around and let people say that she didn't. People who came to my house knew that they were neglected. This is an up-close view of the rabbit cage being completely disgusting and neglected. She left them to die, and I'm not going to sit here and have her pretend she didn't. It's fucking disgusting.
If she is neglecting the animals, then why aren't they dying at the new house? If Emeru is the problem and she's neglecting these animals, then why are there no dead rabbits in the new house? And why are there no dead rabbits in the house before this? Why are there no rabbits in the video? This is a video your brother took? When was the video taken?
This is a video from my own brother. I didn't record this. These are mites all around her cage.
How would he know if they aren't dying at her house now? So you think she's abusing them in her house now too? You think somebody with like a proven track record of lying, trying to misrepresent things, being abusive constantly, is out of all the things, telling the truth about the one thing that in every other situation isn't true, except for this one 15-second video. Like, you really have to, again, like, this is a mountain versus a molehill. You're not even thinking about this.
I would tell her to take care of them all the time, but to no avail. She completely neglected those rabbits.
Is there a zoomed out view of the mess? This looks like discarded bedding that was thrown away. No, there's no zoomed out view. It's a 15-second video with not even a single, zoom out, contextualized, anything. And the rabbits aren't even there.
Much that many died just over a year or two of being around in my house. My cleaning ladies would clean them just because they felt bad, and my brother once came over and said that if I marry her, he'll never forgive me. In fact, when Maya came over during my cancellation, she actually commented on Emeru's rabbits and said, "These rabbits are completely neglected and this is disgusting." Emeru wouldn't clean the cages, and the smell became so bad that we started to have the rabbits just be outside. I told her if that's the case, she's got to make sure she's giving them water, because they are her responsibility. Instead, these rabbits were left outside in 100-degree heat with no food or water or anything.
I can't comment on what Maya said.
Most of the time being in cages with no bedding besides poop all over the place. Emmy didn't care. She would sit inside and play League of Legends all day. And what this showed me is that I don't want her to be my children's mother, and I couldn't see myself marrying her.
Which is the reason why you texted her 40 times after this, after she left. And you like chat GPT'd potentially, things about how you wanted to get married to her, and you told multiple other people that you thought that you were gonna get married. You're just lying. He's just lying. Like that's all there is to it. Yeah, and it also makes the thing is him saying this. I don't think he realizes this, but it also makes Russell and Simply look really bad too.